what is unique about Hahagus is that he brings a different perspective into the game. So people are not really rooted to metas of just PUBG Mobile, but PUBG PC as well. He can bring, and it's a transferable knowledge. So it's great to have someone like Hahagus actually helping up this Yudu gang as well. They're all great players, right? That's why they are in the PMPL. But that little bit of edge in terms of strategizing, this is where the coach really pushed them to the next level.
There's one more thing is that the micro skills we're talking about, including to calculate the zero distance, also the bullet drop, which used to be, well, PC players kind of know how hard it is for the PUBG players out there. It doesn't apply as much for PUBG Mobile, but it does affect a bit when it comes to zero distancing and the bullet drop. So hence, the one that having this much of knowledge to coach overall for you the game, for example, I think GeekFam is also having this PUBG Mobile PC coach, if I'm not mistaken. Most of the coaches are for the top teams, except for Bapak doesn't have any coach for now. Are actually coming up from PUBG PC. We're gonna jump into the game finally for one of the biggest maps. 8 by 8, over 90%, 8 by 8 kilometers, over 90% of land there, with only little percentage of ratio of water. With your feature place to feed your eyes on, we have you do gang, the one and only Fredo, and there's Papa just charging in board. MPX access just now got themselves one chicken dinner. Will they get another one for Aikuda? And nonetheless, expert MY for Lord looking over with that pose, just making sure he will overtake everybody else. But like you said just now, you do gank. The way they talk, they want more kills. They don't care. They just go in for the kills. They aim for the kills. They have the mindset of a killer and a fragger. They won't give any mercy to any of the teams. A flight pile coming up from the southern side up to the north. That is not very balanced, but still good enough for the players to reach their own destination throughout the whole map.
On top of that, the cosmetics on the plane as well includes the banner for Together We Play. This is in commemoration, of course, with PUBG Mobile's second anniversary. Congratulations again to PUBG Mobile. So along the way, if you see those nice cosmetics that commemorate this game, yep, they are because of the second anniversary of PUBG Mobile, especially the cakes that Chuchu really loves. And now the circle is, of course, very unlikely to favor what I like, and it's right smack in the middle of everyone. Maybe a high ground finale, maybe not too much. I don't think it's going to be too much of a high ground finale, but let's see how it goes then. It could be an
Mm-hmm.
open road finale as well. A lot of possibilities here so far.
But well, there's so many teams actually playing inside of a circle. But want to drop by Leonis, which I think will be okay. Nobody actually dropped by Valdemar anymore. I don't know what happened. It's kind of vacant. El Pozo really vacant as well. But Udigang always around like Roveria. Some teams are sticking where they were and they are still like before. For example, we're looking around Graveyard or Junkyard for Resurgence. Crater feel kind of occupied. Well, St. Martin, who's taking St. Martin, we're gonna have to see later on. Because it seems to be like having that high peak on St. Martin just at the outskirts, the mountain, you remember, right? Where Secret always hangs over
Mm-hmm.
themselves. That's why I think you, the gang, and maybe Geek Fan will take themselves onto.
Yeah, that will be really interesting. We know that Geek Fam with Damroot now looks like he's awakened from the previous game. They may have a good advantage if they go to the high ground. Now, moving over to FV Unbeatable versus Impunity in the same compound here, I do see that there are three team members on each side. Likely they send one team member each to go scout out in another location, but Impunity having lesser part of this town, they need more loot here for three people. At V Unbeatable, on the other hand, they do have tons of looting space, so it's all good for them.
Well, Evos, I think it's alright. So here, will have all the time that they need. They can take their own sweet time here, looting themselves, stock themselves up because we do know they didn't do well in the last match, so they need to push themselves more for this round. They don't have that much games to play anymore. Tomorrow will be the final day of PMPL throughout the whole 3 leagues, 3 weeks leagues. Yeah, hopefully you guys will stay tuned with us till the end. Looking back to the circle, we go. Still Hearts will be one of the teams that will rotate themselves a little bit late into the circle. Papa is playing at the rim because they're covering Los Leones just there. They do see a couple of initiation coming up from Kick Fam against Yudu Gang, the Titans. are fighting against each other. There's also in between, there's somebody else have to butt in. Impunity, FV stuck in between FV. They are cornering every way possible. Team Noriko engaging Geek Fam at the same time.
Grim just had to get the behind shot here onto the side of Impunity. Now they know that they're being surrounded. Nine is actually getting the close quarters and getting closer and closer to the side of Impunity. And now one team member of Impunity, I believe it's Jaeger. Yes, it's Jaeger. He is low. He just managed to heal up. The bandages will be applied by Grim. Grim does not have anything else beside those bandages and no vest at the same time. And now Gig Fam, QB, Team Norika. Oh my goodness, QB now is in trouble now, taking 50% damage here from the side of Team Norika. Cindy almost been knocked down, but managed to knock down QB before himself. So now securing this compound, no way QB is going to be saved by his teammates.
Really close call. That Simi almost knocked out just now, but still gonna secure that. Look at that one shot. With
No
F16.
punch kills there, no mercy.
No mercy, and that's really a raging, making sure that it's a clean kill. Gig Fam, he used to be king of Mirama, now he's down to only Naoki. We do heard Jumbo talk about Naoki quite a lot in the last conversation they had in that interview just now, which they will take down Naoki. Apparently, they still have Naoki in the game, so hopefully Gig Fam can last till the last few circles. But back into FV versus Impunity, quite a tense environment we have here, Cloud.
Oh yeah, really intense indeed. In Beauty, of course, they are playing for pride, while FV they really need the points. So pressure is on to FV. They need both positioning points as well as kill points. Now look at this 9 and good to jelly with the spray onto 9. That's connect a little bit, not enough to knock him down, but 9 now knows that he is being backstabbed. Grim is still waiting on top of the hill. Now they will face each other again. Good to jelly versus 9. Who will be
Oh
the
no!
Oh no! Oh well,
Oh, we thought it flunked. We thought it flung. The way the effect just now was smashed onto the wall right in front of it. Apparently it didn't. Jaeger, well, that's a pixel zero of the Molotov just now, if you guys haven't noticed. Jaeger, on the other end, tried to come up from the flank. Yeah, they kind of figure out where 9 is. Jaeger repositioned himself into a building, take covers for a bit, and now coming up from behind. Do they actually notice it's for FV? They kind of get the clue. Kid already making sure that he's covered by all 4 walls of that building. Really small place to work with. Not much space held to hold on to. 9 goes down.
Oh,
That's a really late red time coming up from 9. Jaeger got reversed back the situation there. They will be knocked down instead by Gudijel trying to come up for the last minute. That's where they were taken out and reset on the offside of a map. But at the same time, Gudijel try and make it on time. No, there's a nice coming up from Kid. Reaction time on point with a micro. Took one more down, but they will rush in. Can he make it on time to revive? 2 more seconds left. Kid, all day, reaction for a moment, rectify. Still managed to knock one down. Get a clean kill. Kid rolling out of this scenario, but Kiddo will not be happen to be around there to save his teammate. Rectify hesitant to get the kills just now. Kid holding on to the last moment of breath there, taking his life away, bleeding out. And there you go. They would secure another kill for Impunity. While Grim also bleeding out across that building. Kiddo, how do he want to approach this? It seems like it's a really tough call for him.
Oh man, I think Akido or Grim can't be safe right now. Akido will. It's better for him to hold on to positioning points. It's 4 against 1. Akido is not going to be good if he goes against Impunity. Impunity looks like they want blood. They want to find the last team member of FV here. And now, will they be able to find Akido? I think Akido managed to distance himself enough. So Akido will be safe for now. But this is a good fight by Impunity. Everyone just going at it, just being fearless. And this is what we want to see from these teams, especially who have nothing to lose. Akido looks like he is hesitating a little bit, but looks like the shot onto Rectify. Now Akido still want to fend this off for his team. He is all alone, so a lot of risk there taken on by Akido. Akido will continue to distance himself from the side of Impunity. It's just running and running away now. Akido cannot take that fight head on.
Yeah, he needs to just be safe this one. Just like how Naoki playing for Gig Fam. It's the same fate sharing by Effie Unbeatable. And it's not doing great. Impunity will try to get this one final kill for every. We still have 16 teams intact, but some of the team lost a lot of members. Resurgent bombing out Expert MY with the explosion of vehicle just now. Return back fire. What happened to across that side of the map? But at the same time, Kido are forced to be staying in the blue, but it's still the first phase. It won't be as painful as a couple of more phases gonna come over. We'll discover that one now just around a corner here. Playing with the building, Keto going in and out of the structures. Try to pull it out, but no. There you go. The first team to be out. FV unbeatable. That's a really not a good start for them. And they are actually at the bottom 16. They need to squeeze themselves up into the standings here. And if this keeps on going, they probably will lose their chance and slipping away their rankings.
Oh, FV, they cannot afford to do something like that. They didn't even get any kill at all. Impunity still have 14 members intact, meaning that FV only get 1 point out of this round. This is not good for FV at all. Oh my goodness. FV, they really need a big comeback in the following maps. And now looking over onto Bapak, looks like they are still relocating themselves. But then again, who needs to relocate a lot is Romeo here. He will need to just pass by because Bosco is on top of the hill. They can have that good eyesight if they have too much. Romeo now parking inside in the building, and now it's all okay for him. For now, Bosco will hang on to this location.
And Pain Deck, we do know Bosco is one of the teams that tried to snatch away the top 16. They are really close to it. If I'm not mistaken, they are actually at the 17th spot. But Naoki, look at that, still getting a couple of kills around. Still hot, even though he is a solo player. He's still not backing down from getting kills there. Quite an amazing fit coming out of solo player from Gig Fam. But Last Survival Zix and the rest of the Last Survivor team, Pew Pew, I probably think Ichong is around there somewhere as well, are actually getting the vehicles parked here in the pit with so many terrains to play with. We'll actually camp here for a bit. ESG is just behind the rest of Bosque, who happens to be stuck in between Expert Romeo, smack middle of the circle. Bapak just have to sandwich Romeo in between two. Resurgence coming out a little bit late around Graveyard. Evos will bomb into Dingos if they are going the same direction. We're looking at Steel Hearts and Gig Fam. Apparently Naoki is not being punished for taking down one of Steel Hearts member just now, and he will get away with that freely.
And H2O, they landed again in water treatment. Like you said, Choo Choo, it's their natural place. And now moving over to EVOS VIP, looks like they have visitors. And here, Groza, together with a set of pretty much everything in there, up for grabs. But okay, the nearest team looks like to be Geek Fan, but not sure if it is actually able to go for it or not, because well, it is
Oh,
somewhere in the middle. Will they notice it? Not too sure about
I
that.
think the
In
thing is,
Beauty, on the other hand, they need to
yeah,
get away.
there's a Gillisud in there, right?
Yeah, I think I did notice a Gillis at the end of
Yeah.
that chart.
And it's a nice color too, because apparently it's really blends well with the sand colors, and it's really a chocolatey kind of a ghillie suit. But jumping back into the game, Impunity Jaeger, they are going aggressive today. They lost one man, one casualty or rectify being sacrificial lamb for the team. But he took one big one for the team for a couple of kills there. Still Hearts. Well, Naoki back into the blue zone. He's trying to rotate a further longer route there. Might bomb to Last Survivor. When it comes to Last Survivor, you know the firing power coming out from Chong, especially their best fragger, is not that forgiving like Steel Hearts.
I know. Okay, it's possibly the last person for Geek Fam, and now another airdrop with the same weapon in there, but this time no ghillie suit inside. But they do have, it does have like all three level 3 items inside there. Now Drax does have a super high ground here. He can tap it out if anyone comes into his crosshair. Does have a good enough weapon, two really long range weapons that he can use. Team No Recall have still hard to deal with across this hill. But both of these teams, they are in the circle, so no pressure to actually move ahead. But just to keep an eye on each other, it's good enough.
Good enough is, well, good enough so far. You can ask for more. ESG will be scoped down by Baba R6 here. We do know this guy is aiming for the best frag, but he caught chipped quite a lot for his chunk of health already gone there. Using first aid kit immediately, an instant. At the same time, ESG Bravo slowly marching up towards that side as well. We're looking at ESG going for the kills instead of positioning points here. They are actually at at the middle bracket. We're talking about the middle bracket most because we have no clue who will secure themselves at the top 16. The same goes for Bosco Way, who are actually squeezing themselves into the top 16 the very last minute, couple of days. Yes, Jeepam will already start to make a move. They have to relocate themselves, getting a better angle of vision to just get more couple of more extra points for the kills. At the same time, they need to revive his teammates too.
Botak now will need to be revived, but looks like he'll be okay. They do have a vehicle that they can make a go for it once they revive Botak, so that's still okay for the team. And now Bravo have eyes on the side of Bosku. Bosku is inside the circle while Bravo and team is not. They will be pressured to get into the circle later on. And let's see the kill feed now looks like H2O. They're a little bit busy on their side too. Bosku, they need to fend this off any visitors who come in. ESG managed to sneak into the circle through another angle. Nuck is all alone out here in the open. We need to pop up the smoke and his and Maisel as well need to be revived, but Nuck is low though. And oh, looks like the Dingoes now, they are in big trouble. Nuck is the only one left with very little life, and looks like they are stuck in
Oh
between. Oh my goodness,
no.
have been finished off there right in the middle of two teams.
Yep, you the gang kind of kills still that away from impunity. At the same time, it's true. Oh, they have no water to play with it. Can they be okay? They are stuck in the middle with no covers except for a couple of smokes here. Jaeger already reset himself with that kind of a loot from that death box. Impunity slowly clipping themselves onto the blue. Look at that. My goodness me, you have to be playing on the field again from Romar. At the same time, Jaeger already preempted fires there. Pre-fires, it connected, getting odds down. Jaeger return back at the same time. They are not going down easily. Vex tried to give an extra backup, pop that smoke to revive. But will he walk into his own death? And we're talking the blue taking their life at the same time. These two teams have to get themselves out of this place as soon as possible.
First aid kit will be popped out, and now Singapore versus Singapore. YKV with the spray onto the side of EVOS VIP. Looks like they have visitors on the opposite side as well. Three teams locked down outside the play zone right here. Haiku managed to get the knockdown onto Pango, and now YKV is hanging out in this compound. Three more team members of H2O still alive, and now they will have to cover two different angles, and because Impunity will also provide them pressure, EVOS VIP will make a go for it because the blue zone is coming in. Vax will still need to tank this out because H2O is still camping this out. They probably know that there's at least one more team member from Impunity waiting up there, but will they continue to tank this or will they make a run for it themselves? They are low right now and it's just not good for them. On the side of Bosco, in the other hand, looks like they got themselves busy as well. Smoke will come out of Mozart. They will continue to be in an open area now.
And Bosco, they're taking quite a number of blue that just now chip a lot of their health. Some of them even need to replenish their HP. Even their economy is not doing great for now. Brother tried to help his friend there. He needs to just heal himself first for his teammates. Bosco, they don't want to go out way too soon. At the same time, the kill field is going crazy with so many kills around the corner here. This is just hard to keep up with. Last Survivor will be one of the ones that we cross and cross path with Jumper. That's a very long shot.
Oh my
Holy smoke! Coming out from across that map, Team No Rico Simbi out of nowhere just have to take in one kill by himself. And now he's down to ESG, Bosque, and Last Survival there as well. And we're jumping onto Bapak Jenny hovering around Axis MPX just there too.
That's going on the board. The overall match stats for long distance kill there. Definitely Jenny now in a position to probably overtake those stats as well. But let's see if he can get a good kill of anyone because he does have access across him to deal with though. And now they have multiple angles to cover because EVOS VIP is closing in as well. From another angle, 6 looks like he will go to the nearby town to loot up while his teammates will keep an eye on this scenario.
But ESG not gonna sit longer for more. They get one more kills at a point. You the gang being wiped out. We're talking about top 12, so they got themselves not even a top 10. That's a pity, but back to the game we go. ESG still taking down on Bosque Way. Team No Recall. Try to wipe out still hard. Way do just now. ESG having a hard time to heal himself. Botox and Bravo in between. In so many teams, they have to force themselves into the zone as soon as possible. They're playing right outside of it. But at the same time, it's not too safe to stay here. Overstaying is never a good outcome for neither of these teams. Reposition himself a bit with a buggy now. He hit a couple of preemptive shots. Free fires going out everywhere. But which direction he should put all his focus onto?
And now a lot of teams need to make their way into the circle, though Bapak, they do have prime position at this point because of the high ground that they hold, and at the same time they are in the circle, so they just need to snipe out a lot of teams who may come. Oh, but look at
again!
Oh my god! Again and
Sinbi!
again! What is Sinbi doing here? Oh my goodness! What has he been having for lunch?
The thing is, his tapping is right on top of somebody's head. It was a headshot couple of times, 2 times in a row now. Not even miss a single bullet at that, and just needed just maybe 2 to 3 bullets to take one down. And 6 now, the red dot spraying over Axis. Beautiful spray, clip one down, knocked down with 6, helping him on that side. At the same time, Omar couldn't even move. 6 will try to make himself visible for now, and Oman is kind of stunting so many Papa team members to manage to return fire, knock one down. Omar, can he clutch this one out? Really not a good place to be, overstaying too much. But there you go, Bapa. Jenny coming up and trumping them. Oman tried to heal himself. Couple more seconds left here. It's really close call. Trick's already down 6, and Bot trying to save him with the smoke. Jenny clutching one out. Solo handily 2v1. What is these guys going on for the side of Bapa? Wiping that, getting himself so many kill points. That was amazing plays by Jenny.
What? That's like the third long range shot that we've seen so far. It's going nuts. All the snipers are really on point in this game. 6 now preparing the grenade on the side. He was VIP. You don't want to land on the side of the grenade right now, and the grenade will go off but does not connect thanks to the structure. 6. Oh my goodness, that long range shot again on the side of Heiko. Heiko now has been knocked down, and now EVOS VIP not looking good for them. They will be pressuring Kuza. Looks like he's been taken out by Aga as well. And now Jenny from the other side will continue to have his crosshair with a long range kill here. Trying to get the snipe off anyone, but has been knocked down there. Needs some help, but can you go for it? 9K on the other hand has a long range snipe as well as long range scope. So everyone's really playing the long range game here.
Yep, it's all about long range. We're talking about Miramar with so many hot terrain to play with, tough spot, especially for Romeo right now, who's stuck behind there alone. Hard to play solo. This game, Resurgence bombarded one for Bravo, and there you go, Resurgence being taken down there again. Voki returned back the fire against Pemburu, and Y2K getting back on Bravo. Y2K with a single nade getting Bota. He's clutching that one now, and Bapa are taking back on Resurgence. They got a minor victory, but will actually face in a sudden loss there because Bapa and the rest of the team already marching up for the backup. And we're looking at Jenny straight going, resetting himself just now. All 4 men of Bapa already make a move, but he knows there's one more team behind him for Jenny. He heard the pre-empty shots, the pre-fires exposing themselves. The nades hit a bit on Team No Recall. Still Hot's Ideal still stuck there, making sure he's not moving an inch.
Oh, will be an open road finale here, ladies and gentlemen. We are down to 5 teams still available. Romeo still holding it on for Expert NY. Last Survivor on the other side. Resurgence as well. Wapa are right in the middle. Team No Recall. They are another team who really need the points here to be safe into the top 16. The airdrop looks like closest towards the side of Team No Recall. The airdrop god favors them. Hopefully they can take advantage of that to go out and get it. But now Resurgence being pressured by Last Survivor. Everyone's trying to get the circle right now because it is closing in. We are down to 50% of the circle left before it fully closes in. Pew from a long shot here. Tries to connect the shot here but cannot find his target.
Yeah, the that's quite true. Pew Pew holding on to the last thread of hope here for Team Lost Survivor. Small boys finally the call of judgment there. They got one for the tricks of the leader. Bapak here having a hard time to just crawl himself towards his friend. He's hoping for Jenny to revive him. Small boy thought that Nate he will hit two birds with one stone if that Nate exploded right on top, but it missed a little bit. But Jenny got back on Y2K. He got that sweet revenge. At the same time, they're down to last man for resurgence. Couldn't be too reckless here. And Bapak holding on for the sides. Expert and why we still have Romeo at the back. Team Norrico crawling, creeping in. And now they will take down Bapak if they want to, because they are a little bit exposed in terms of their red side for Bapak. With the heel side not helping them, they have to climb themselves up there, which Last of Us are already waiting.
Oh, we will know now because Circle will close it again. Who will favor and looks like a little bit towards the Bapa last survivor side. Team No Recall. They will be pressured to actually move in now, but looks like they will need to heal. They have only 3 team members left. Numbers not on their side. Now the spray does go for Sin. Can't connect it now. Yes, it does connect. And Jenny looks like he will be low now thanks to Simi. And now the Molotov will go out, hopefully to finish off the side of Bapa. But looks like it will still not connect enough there. Sinbi will move on with his teammates with the truck here, but looks like nope, cancel plan there. Sinbi with the smoke out first. Stewart 90 trying to find good long shot onto the side of Pew 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 Pew, taking up a couple of damage there, then forcing Pew Pew to retreat. Though Pew Pew is in the circle, pressures on the team, no recall.
Yeah, but Ziggs trying to hold on to because the rest of Team Norrico charging right into the middle of the circle. And Simbi, he dropped himself out of the vehicle. Maybe want to explode. Baba taking down Akai at the same time. Last survivor try to butt in now. They know they are winning this. They're holding the high ground. Nobody actually try to punish them from doing nothing. Stewart with a minute 14, taking up all his boosting as max as possible. We're looking at Son is already out. Akai bleeding out with the same goes for Simbi. All they have left is just on Stewart, who been bombarded by so many bullets here. Last survivor going down on Simbi as well. And looking at this, Team Norrico plays themselves at top 3 here. Down to Baba with last survivor. Who will get their last surviving? Because apparently the name, will they live up to that name? Or will Baba will trump them over with the last hit of whatever firing power they have left on their side?
Oh, the circle was not kind to Team No Recall, and now of course they're down to the top 2 teams. Bapa will need to do that hill climb because circle is continuing to close in, and now last survivor is 3 versus 3. Numbers are even here. Who will be able to clutch it out against each other? Now pressures onto both teams. Your circle is really small at this moment. Both teams just start to show themselves. Pew Pew now in the middle. Ziggs, NSB, Bart, Jenny, 6. They will need to make a move sooner or later. How long can they hold on to this position? We only have very few minutes, about a minute left until Circle continues to close it again. And now both teams just hanging on to this position right now, playing the patience game because they can do so, just trying to revive this as much as possible as they can.
And now last survivor already throwing so many nades to the side of Bapa. They have the advantage of higher ground, but almost got knocked by the explosion there. Luckily, he got that vehicle to block him for a little bit more longer. They don't have much much structure to work with. Pew Pew and the rest of NSP and Ziggs having the higher ground really give them a big space to work with. While Bapa having the low ground is not all bad, but at the same time, it's so hard to land a shot because the terrain is not flat. It's really uneven. It's so hard to get their vision onto last survivor here, but they have to force themselves up there because we do know this is a couple of seconds left until the last circle actually disappears. And now Bapa, Jenny, and Six, how to approach this? Will PP, NSP, and Six settle down for a healing game, or will they force themselves to fight? NSP got clipped quite a lot. At the same time, they are back to the stalemate. 3-on-3 for the last 2 teams.
Last survivor playing by the smoke. I can see what they're trying to do. They're trying to go down, but looks like Ziggs has been knocked down. And now it's 2 more for last survivor. Not looking good for Ziggs. He will bleed out there. Teammates can't do anything at all. And now, unfortunately, NSP will go for the rush in. And Bart had been knocked down. It was a good fruitful move. And now it's 2-on-2 right now. Pupil with the front line. 6. And Jenny as well. NSP dropped down. Unfortunately, he's not in a good position. He will finish out and get that 1 point for his team. But then again, he is, although it's 1 versus 1 or 6 versus NSP is low right now at 6. We're finishing up. Winner, chicken dinner. Who's your daddy? And it's Bapak Esports.
Wow, that was really a tough call coming out from a Lost Survivor. They stepped down just now because they want to get the extra 1 point kill. Pew and all the rest of Lost Survivor, they try to hold that one out, but Bapak are just slowly crawling themselves onto and climbing to the peak of that hill there. Managed to finally clutch that one out. That was a nice for both of the team. It's anybody's game at that point. It's all down to micro skills there. If you get your reaction time, if you get your judgment call right in the last minute, you will get that chicken in. But nice